We usually think of the law of attraction as a kind of cosmic magnet. You stand here, your dream life is way over there, and you just have to exert enough mental effort to pull it toward you. But there is a hidden trap in this model. When you focus intensely on wanting a new car, a better job, or a different life, you are actually amplifying a feeling of absence. Desire, at its core, is an acute awareness that you do not currently have something, and the universe doesn't hear your words, it reads your broadcast. By constantly signaling that you lack something, you generate a muddy, agitated static. Instead of pulling the object closer, this interference actively pushes it away. Trapped in this static, we end up burning through finite thought cycles. We waste precious brain time agonizing over trivial decisions, absorbing bad news, and letting doubt run on an endless loop. We accept this slow, grueling linear path as normal. But what if the entire premise is flawed? What if the massive gap between where you are and what you desire is completely artificial? Chasing a goal assumes a separation that guarantees you will keep chasing. Traditional manifestation fails because it is built entirely on the foundation of not having. The alternative begins with a concept known as singularity. In this context, singularity is the understanding that everything is already one, and all potential realities exist simultaneously right now. You don't actually need to create your ideal reality from scratch. Think of it like tuning a radio. The universe is entirely indifferent to your personal needs, your spoken prayers, or your specific desires. It only understands one language, the energetic frequency you are currently emitting. If stuck on fear, guilt, or shame, you tune into that exact broadcast, attracting circumstances that amplify heavy emotions. Tone the dial up to the love frequency, the highest resonance, and you automatically align with realities of joy and abundance. Attaining what you want is not an act of physical construction, it is an act of conscious selection. You are simply adjusting an internal interface to match an external, pre-existing timeline. The hardest part of holding that high frequency is the human experience of time. We are conditioned to dwell on memories of the past and constantly wait for a better future. But linear time is a localized rule of Earth, bound by the sun and moon. Outside of this dimension, time does not pass. Reality exists in a constant, eternal present. Apply this to your desire. If you want something, there is no future date. In that eternal present, the work is already done. The gift is already given. To claim it, you have to stop waiting. You drop the expectation of a future event and shift laterally, right now, into the exact timeline where that specific desire is already a completely settled fact. Time is the primary illusion keeping you separated from what you want. The only true action required is recognizing that the reality you are looking for is happening in this exact moment. Execution begins with generating what is known as pure thought. This requires focusing exclusively on the love frequency for 17 seconds. This specific duration is the threshold where a single, uninterrupted thought gains enough momentum to become a self-sustaining force, untangled from your usual mental chatter. From this point of momentum, you use intense gratitude as a free pass. Instead of asking for what you want, you state your thanks for it in the present tense. You might say, "I am now driving my new car," feeling the weight of the steering wheel and the bliss of the moment as a current fact. This shift is more than just a positive thought, it's a total reorientation. Because the mind cannot simultaneously feel genuine gratitude for a gift and the painful lack of that same gift, the frequency of wanting is crowded out, replaced by the magnetic signal of abundance. A moment of wonder. This leads to the final realization. You are not separate from the universe. It is all you. By dissolving the boundary between your internal self and the external world, you collapse the distance between the observer and the observed. In this state, the exhausting urge to chase disappears. Obstacles are exposed as mere illusions. You no longer waste thought cycles on doubt because there is nothing left to doubt. Your final action is simply a decision. You decide that this new timeline is the truth, and you allow it to unfold without resistance. When you stop trying to forcefully hammer a new life into shape, and instead realize you already contain the universe, the reality you want is no longer a distant goal. It is an immediate state of being.